Here are 10 SH Figuarts Dragon Ball figures that desperately need updates. So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil18 here, and today I wanted to make a video on 10 SH Figuarts Dragon Ball figures that really need upgrades or updates or even 2.0 body molds because that's how old some of them are. But really, we want 3.0 body molds of them. So I went through all the figures that we've gotten. A lot of figures, they have done updates like Krillin, for example, the Cell Saga Gohan, and others. But there's still 10 figures they really need to update. So I didn't put this figure originally on the list because it is fine. Actually, still being a 1.0 body mold, but an honorable mention, I'll just throw it out there. Like I said, it doesn't really need an update, but it definitely would be cool to get one. And Final Form Frieza. The original is still great and holds up incredibly well to this day, but would be cool to see an updated version as we've seen Mecha Frieza with the updated like 3.0-ish body mold for Final Form-ish Frieza. So it would be cool to see that at some point. Who knows if we'll ever get it. Like I said, we really don't need it, but I wouldn't mind seeing one. So now let's get right on into the list. And coming in at number 10 is a lot of people's favorite Dragon Ball character, and that is the ultimate Gohan from the Buu saga. So the one where he's wearing his father's gi, the orange and blue. That one, they pretty much have the body mold with the Dragon Ball superhero movie Gohan. Think they need to retweak maybe a few things and it'd be fine, but bam, there you go. Just different color gi we need to get. And like I said, they might have to retweak something. And I know a lot of people would definitely want an updated Gohan 3.0 body mold since we're starting to see 3.0 body molds now with the Daima adult Goku and Vegeta. So now let's head into number 9. And this is a figure that 110% needs an update badly, and that is Beerus. I know he's not talked about that much, but the original was a really good figure. It was on a 1.0 body mold, but yeah, Beerus would definitely need an update, mainly like his knee joints and his hips and stuff like that. The rest of the figure is pretty much good. It's mainly the legs and the joints from like the hips down. The ankles were pretty fine on him as well, but yeah, I feel like he definitely needs an update, and I know a lot of collectors would definitely jump on that. They did do an exclusive, I forgot if it was an event exclusive where they kind of did a recolor of the original, but a 3.0 Beerus would be dope. So now let's head into number 8. And number 8 and 7 are from the same saga, I guess, or arc. So I'm just going to put them together. Number 8, I'm going to say the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Number 7, Super Saiyan Blue Goku. But wait, the Resurrection F versions where they had the Whis symbol. Vegeta had it on his armor and Goku had it on his gi. Those two outfits were two different outfits that they never worn before, so it would be awesome if they made them updated, especially that Vegeta, man. They made Vegeta way too skinny that first time around, so getting some updated versions of that Goku and Vegeta from the Resurrection F movie and the arc. I believe they wore the same thing in the arc. They made that Vegeta way too skinny. The Goku's on the 1.0 body mold. They definitely need updates badly. And I know collectors would jump all over that. I would buy both of them myself. So that is number 8 and 7. Now, number 6, 5, and 4 are all from the same saga as well. And people constantly are asking for updates of these figures. And these are the Z versions of these characters as well, not the super versions. One of them wasn't even in super, but two of them were. So number 6, 5, and 4 is Android 18, Android 17, and Android 16. All three of these Z versions of them desperately need updates. I mean, Android 17 and 18, their 1.0 bodies were really good and still hold up really well to this day, but they definitely need some updated body molds, updated articulation, especially Android 16. I felt like he suffered the most, lacking incredibly bad with accessories. There was a bunch of missed opportunities with accessories they could have gave him that they didn't, sadly. Like, you could have gave him the bird that could sit on his shoulder. Now they could do like a magnet thing. They didn't give him blast effects for his arm cannons. Even if you've seen the amazing Yamaguchi Genos, you see him shooting out his arm and you could see the blast effect that connects to the other part of his arm. They could do something like that with Android 16 as well. So there's so many things they can upgrade and update with Android 16. Same with Android 17 and 18. They're on the original body molds and they would definitely look so much better with 3.0 body molds. So hopefully at some point we do get updates of Android 16, 17, and 18. So now we're going to move into the top three. Some of you probably know who some of these characters are. I mean, they're no-brainers. They do get requested a lot. So number three here is Majin Vegeta. Their first time with Majin Vegeta, they really dropped the ball, made him a bit too skinny. The color blue was so bad. They tried to fix it with the event exclusive version, but still, they really need to redo that Majin Vegeta. Even the head sculpts weren't that great. I mean, comparing it to like the Tonson Arts Majin Vegeta head sculpts or just the regular Vegeta head sculpts, they just don't look as good. So there's so many things they could fix with Majin Vegeta that really need fixing. And Majin Vegeta is a lot of people's favorite version of Vegeta. So yeah, this is an SH Figuarts Dragon Ball figure that desperately needs an update badly. Collectors were very unhappy when he first released. They were excited when we got the promo pics and everything, but then getting it in hand, the blue didn't even match the way the promo pics did, and a lot of people were so upset about that. So Majin Vegeta, hell yeah. Number three desperately needs an update. And coming in at number two, this is probably one of the most requested figures I see that need an update. Tamashii Nations recently did a poll of figures you want re-released, and he was on there, and that is Perfect Cell. You guys can't just keep re-releasing Perfect Cell over and over and over. You need to make an update of him. The main thing people didn't like about him is he wasn't proper in scale and he should have been a bit more bulky. So that's two major things right there. Like the figure itself, just like with Final Form Frieza, is really good and still holds up very well to this day, but it would definitely be a lot better with like a 3.0 body mold, as I mentioned in the honorable mentions with Final Form Frieza. Frieza, I said he didn't really need it, but Perfect Cell does need it because they need to update his bulkiness and his scale. So they need to fix things with Perfect Cell and not just keep reissuing the same 1.0 body mold. You can get away with that with Frieza. That's fine in his final form, but Perfect Cell, no. You guys need to fix that. This figure is constantly requested for an update with the 3.0 body mold. Even when the 2.0 body mold came around, people still wanted an update of him. So yeah, Perfect Cell desperately needs an update in the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball line. And now moving on to number one is the Dragon Ball Z version of Broly. Yeah, the original is one of their best figures they've ever made, especially in the 1.0 body mold, but that figure does need an update, man. A 3.0 body mold would really do the figure justice on just upgrading him. Even though the original is a great figure, and think of this too, all the original, he's another one that they put in the poll for a reissue, but the original Broly and then all the exclusives they made, they're all well over like a few $100. So good luck trying to get those, even though Demonical Fit is making one which is pretty much identical to the original, and then we have Beast Deities who are making one as well, but they upgraded theirs or updated theirs a little bit, making them bigger in scale. I'm sure they probably switched up the engineering, the articulation as well. So Tamashii Nations, you really need to update the Broly instead of just doing a reissue. They probably want to do a reissue quickly because Demonical Fit is making theirs. So I kind of want to blame them a little bit for making Tamashii Nations want to rush more to do a reissue instead of let's go back to the work table and, upgrade this Z Broly a bit before we release it. So that's probably why they're putting him up more for a reissue than making like a 3.0 body mold, because they can definitely fix up the skirt, the faces can be fixed up, the hair can be redid. They can even make them a little bit bigger, like Beast deities. And if you do the 3.0 body mold, we won't get the loose hip joints as well. I know that became a bit of a problem over time, having that figure for a while, or if you articulate it a lot. So there is a bunch of things they can definitely upgrade with Broly. They can, add some more accessories. I do still want that Z version of Broly before he went Super Saiyan with like the teal color hair. That's still one of my favorite versions of Broly. But yeah, the original Z hulking out version or Berserk version of Broly desperately needs an update. These top three figures, the Majin Vegeta, Perfect Cell, and Z Broly, really need updates badly. So that is 10 SH Figuarts Dragon Ball figures that I think desperately need some updates. Let me know in the comments what figures you would like to see updated, if you agree with the list, or if you feel like there should be figures or characters swapped out for others. Yeah, let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching. And don't forget, I will catch you on the next episode of Daredevil 19, and I will also see you guys later.
We shall start with revenge.
I am the knight. Gonna change the future.